Howdy folks, and welcome back to another video. Now tonight you join me at a place called STRUTT Mill, which dates back to the early 1700s when it started being built, and it was Jedediah Strutt who actually commenced the building of this location back at that time, and then William actually took over from Jedediah, and then in 1991 it actually closed its doors for good after years of being a cotton mill. Now you can imagine in this place back in the 1700s the amount of people that used to work here, including children, because they was the ones that was capable of putting hands into the machinery to actually get them unstuck. And you can imagine how many injuries and deaths have occurred during the building and the running of this location. So tonight we've actually been invited by MJL Paranormal. Please go and check out their link in the description down below. Subscribe to them because they've invited myself and Moxley's Paranormal World to this location tonight. They've opened it all up for us and we can't thank them enough. So again, the link will be in the description down below, so go over and please subscribe. And with that folks, do you know what? It's time to actually make our way over to the mill. Now this place is that big. I'm not going to bother doing an explore of it tonight. We're just going to go there. We're going to get straight into it. The place that I'm actually sat in at the moment used to be the house for the mill itself. Now there is no history that we can locate on the house itself, but there is on the mills outside, because there used to be 4 different mill areas and the bridge that actually goes across. Now the oldest part of the premises is the bridge, because the original building actually set alight and was burnt to the ground. That place does no longer exist. However, having said that, they did actually rebuild that, but obviously the bridge is the oldest part of the premises. And with that folks, I'll say no more. Let's go and do an investigation on these premises and see what evidence we can actually capture on this evening. So let's go. As you can see, it's quite bright in here because the lights are on. So we're just walking outside, and then when we get out there, I'll show you exactly what it is we're going to be investigating tonight. Now this, I mean, look at this. This is beautiful. Look at all the marble effect that they've got on there, look. And this is just the house. Look at it. It is fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. But this is just a house part. We've got everything else to go. Look at the coving. And I think they're called, are they roses around the lights? I think they're called roses, are they? Somebody will tell me anyway in the comments, won't they? But we'll go outside and we'll go across the road and we'll see what evidence we can capture tonight.
What do you want to do? You want to split up?
We can split up, we can meet up in a bit if you want.
Yeah,
we'll do it that way.
Just this way.
Right, yeah, so you're going up there, yeah. There you go. It was out of shot then, for some reason it was zoomed in, mate, so.
Oh, it is, mate.
So I'll go down this way.
Yeah.
You're going upstairs, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, and I'll see you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Right folks, as you can tell, I have absolutely no idea where I'm going here, but we're going to find out. Now, this mill dates back to 1912. Now, the original building actually dates back a lot further than that, but I believe it dates back to something like 1845. But unfortunately, that building was actually burnt down. So we have been given permission by MSL Paranormal to come and investigate this building tonight. So folks, yeah, we have been given permission by MSL Paranormal to come and investigate this premises tonight. I'm actually wearing one of their hats on my head at the moment. A link will be in the description down below, so please do us all a favour and go and follow them. Big shout out to them for tonight, because they've been fantastic to us since we've been here. Absolutely wonderful people. So with that, let's carry on, folks. So, as I say, I don't really know where I'm going at the moment. Jeez. Look at this. Now, we did have a small walk round before to have a look. And the building that we're in at the moment, according to what we've been told, on the in the basement and on the third floor especially, good Lord, man. It has been noted that there's apparitions on the third floor, so we will go up to the third floor in a bit, and also in the basement as well. Now, part of this building is now used as a restaurant, so there is a possibility that we will come across other people within this vicinity. Look at the size of it, man. Look at that, the pump truck there, look. This is unbelievable. It really is. Right, folks, so here's a little bit of history on where we are at the moment. Now, this has been sent to me by MJL Paranormal, who have kindly invited us here for tonight. I will leave a link in the description down below, so please do me a favour, jump over there, subscribe to them, because they are an up and coming paranormal group. So this is what I've actually been sent, and I will read it to you. And it says, explore the haunted history of Strutt's Mill on the engaging ghost hunt. Once a key player in the Industrial Revolution, Strutt's Mill in Belper, Derbyshire, was a bustling centre of activity. Built by Jedediah and William Strutt, the mill complex employed thousands of workers and shaped the region's economy. Now, so in 1776, that's when the South Mill was built by Jedediah Strutt. In 1786, the North Mill was constructed. In 1796, the West Mill was actually completed. 1803, the North Mill was destroyed by a fire, which is what I actually mentioned before. And in 1804, the North Mill was rebuilt by William Strutt. In 1813, Round Mill added to the complex. And in 1912, East Mill constructed the final major addition. And from 1959 to 1966, the West Mill and Round Mill were demolished. In 1986, the East Mill closed. And in 1991, all the mill operation ceased to exist. But you can imagine what happened back in the 1700s with all the young kids. I believe it was a garment factory. They used kids to work in the mill because of them having small hands to get in the machinery and stuff if the machinery actually got blocked up, which I find to be crazy, to be perfectly honest with you. But what a fantastic place this is, and believe me, it is huge. The place is absolutely massive. So there has been recordings of apparitions here. upstairs, apparently on the 3rd floor. There has been recordings of other significant activity, but the majority of that, I believe, was down in the basement. So we will be visiting both of them areas today to find out if we get any activity while we're up there. But on that note, folks, I think I'm going to use the ghost tube. Let me just get the ghost tube up.
Stay with me.
I'm not sure you heard that then, but as soon as I turned it on, it said, stay with me. I am staying here. I'm not going anywhere. If you'd like to speak to me, if you'd like to communicate. Did you hear that in that far corner then?
Where's your repeat?
I'm not sure what that said. I'll have to have a look. It's actually gone off, so.
Up here.
Up here? Where up here? Was that you that just made that noise in the far corner? Now, as you can tell, folks, there is literally nothing around me. Nothing at all. Look, I'm putting my torch on, and it doesn't look like there's anything in this building now, especially down here where I am. Let me show you, folks, there's nothing in here at all, as you can see. I'm trying to show you all around. I am on my own, even though Moxley has actually gone upstairs. He's already gone to the 3rd floor, but as you can tell now, I am literally on my own. And there is nothing here at all. Can you tell me who's here? If there's somebody here that wants to communicate, can they do so? If there's somebody here with me now and they're trying to communicate with me, can they do so? Let's see if we can get that noise again. Why do you want to stay here? Did you used to work here? Light? Is the light bothering you? Do you want to come to Did you hear that then? Do you want to come towards the light? Do you want to come towards me?
Prison.
Prison? What do you mean by prison? This isn't a prison. Did it feel like a prison? What the bloody hell was that? Did you hear that then? I heard. Ooh. Absolutely. Can you do that again for me? Can you repeat after me? Ooh. Can you let me know if that was you that did that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Is there somebody here? Is there somebody that's willing to communicate? That tapping you just heard was me putting my phone down I've just picked my torch up.
She's not here.
She's not here. Who's she? Can you tell me her name? Wouldn't it be mostly females back then that worked in places like this? Can you tell me her name, please? Folks, look, I'm just showing you. There's still nobody. That was spooky, that, wasn't it? When it went, ooh. That was spooky. Look, there's still nobody here. I'm still on my own. Absolutely. Let me see. Look. There's no one. Literally nobody. Let me know if you heard that then. That was crazy. Can you tell me the lady's name? Who was here? Does she really want to stay here? Wow. I've just been old. Are you referring to the mill? Because I know it was built in the late 1700s. Is that something that you're referring to now? Oh, that's outside. Billy? Yeah, that's outside. I can guarantee you that noise is outside. Folks, I'm just going to take a quick break. Right, folks. Just as I turned my camera off then, I left the ghost tube running and it came up with, that's mine. So I turned it off because of them people that was actually walking past. I knew it was people outside. And we might hear that again, but your hair, you can't see my hair. See, they're there again, they're there in the background. We know what that is, and we know it's not paranormal, we know there's people outside. What do you mean by my hair? You can't see my hair. Folks, I'll be back in a minute. With them outside now going past, I mean, it's a Saturday night, and I understand and I appreciate that people want to enjoy themselves, but I can't hear a lot with what's happening there. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break now, and I will be back. Right, folks, so I've been sat here now for 10 or 15 minutes. The noises are not stopping, so my intention is to move on to a different part of the location. So with that, let's go for it. Yeah, look at the stuff that's actually been left in here, look. Blackjack. All with a roof coating, wow. Huh. Crazy, eh? Look at them valves. Main sprinkler shut off. So we know what that is. Well, yeah, they've left quite a bit of stuff in here. I mean, if you look at this over here, look, I'll show you now. I was quite surprised to find this. Well, look at that. There's actually a rib, I believe they're called, a rigid inflatable boat. I can't see that being just left there, to be honest. But yeah, that's crazy. Absolutely. That's ridiculous leaving that there, if it is left, but who knows. Now, there is electric in some parts of this building, so you will know that, you will find that out, and you will see the odd flicker of a red light. And with that, let's make our way upstairs. This is the second floor. Look. Let's have a look. So very much similar. Floor 2, as you can see there. Very similar to the floor that we've just come off. Although this one is a little bit worse for wear. You can hear them outside, listen. So we'll try and get to the other side if that's possible. That used to be a walkway, but it isn't anymore. Now, the next floor that we're going to is supposed to be the worst one. That's a weird little room. The next floor is supposed to be where they've had the apparitions. So we're going to find out, folks. So this is floor 3. There we go, look. Floor 3. And this is supposed to be, I mean, look at it. It's just crazy derelict. So there is people stood outside at the bottom of this building, because like I say, there is some sort of eating place here, some sort of restaurant. Right folks, I've just come into this room, as you know. I turned it off then because they were playing music outside, and I've noticed this chair in the middle of the room. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to sit in the centre of this room on this chair. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to use the Gilb's tube again, and I'm going to see what actually comes up. In fact, I'm going to use the spirit talker this time. Let's see what actually happens, eh? So we've got the spirit talker going now. If there's anybody in this room that wants to come and communicate with me, can they do so now? I believe this room is where apparitions have been seen. If that's true, can you come and speak to me? Can you show me where you are?
Gertrude.
Is Gertrude the name of the person that's supposed to be in here? Folks, I'm just going to change hands. Is Gertrude the name of the person that's supposed to be in here with me? Is that who it is? Right, we can hear the cars outside. Unfortunately, Benjamin. Unfortunately, folks, there is a road directly outside this place, and as you can tell, people will be passing along that road. And that's the noises that I can hear from outside. Now, I can distinguish what's outside and what's not. If there's a presence in this room and they're willing to communicate with me now, can they come and tell me through this device that I have in my hand? Can they come and let me know? Is it possible for them to come and tell me, to interact with me? Can you come and speak to me now? Folks, I can still hear them outside. But like I say, I can distinguish between what's outside and what isn't. It's unfortunate that way. Can you come and speak to me? If there's a presence in here?
Talk.
Yes, if you would. I'd love for you to come and talk. Come and have a conversation with me. Come and speak to me. Is there somebody here that used to work on these premises? There must have been a lot of life lost back in the early 1700s when they were setting up these places, when they were building them. There must have been a lot of people that lost their lives.
I'm from ancient times.
You're from ancient times. Is it possible for you to let me know what time frame you're talking about? Because I'd love to know. Can you do that for me? Right, folks, I didn't get so much on the spirit talker then, to be honest, so I know I've been told that wasn't outside. Let me know if you've heard that then. That definitely wasn't outside, that was inside. I'm going to use the ghost tube. Let me know if you've heard that noise then. The car went past. There is people talking at the front. But that wasn't outside. That noise definitely wasn't outside. So we're going to use the ghost tube again. And we're going to see if we can gather any communication through the ghost tube. If you're still here with me and you're willing to communicate, can you please do so now? Just to let you know, folks, I'm still sat on that chair. I'm still in the original place where I was. As you can tell. Oh, I'm actually going to stand up. Would you like to communicate with me? Would you like to show me where you are?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Can you do that now for me, please? Could you do that now? Show me. Can you show me where you are? Right, folks. As you can tell, I've gone into night vision now. Now, just as I went into night vision, it actually come up. What was that? I don't know, I missed that one. But whatever it was, I don't think it was supposed to be there. So let's put that in there for a minute. And let me just turn my light off. So we've gone into night mode.
Right.
I heard something about right then, but I don't know what that was, so I will find out. I'll look back on it and I'll put it down. I'll make sure it's on the screen. Night mode.
Right.
There is literally nobody else around me. You can tell over there, you can see the street light outside. There it is.
I'm not from here.
I'm not from here. Could you tell me where you're from? Is it possible for you to do that for me? When you say you're not from here, where are you from?
Fast.
What do you say?
Who is he?
Who is he? Oh, I do apologise. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Ming. Can you tell me what your name is? Let me change over hands, folks. Oh, it's getting heavy. Are you still here? Is there something in this room that wants to communicate? That wants to come and show themselves? If there's something here, can they do so? Can they make a noise for me? Is that possible? It's got really quiet up here now. The ghost tube isn't doing a lot. The spirit talker really wasn't doing a lot up here. I'm just trying to be careful of where I'm walking to, because like I say, I am now in pitch black. As you can see, I've got my ghost tube. I am back. Are they here? They hide. They hide. You don't need to hide. I'm not here to argue. I just want to communicate. There's no reason for you to hide from me. I've just sat down a bit, folks, because my arms are getting heavier. Right, folks, I'm not sure whether you can hear it, but they are playing music now, so with that, I'm actually going to stop recording at the moment because I don't want to strike on this video. So with that, I will see you very shortly.
Go around the corner there.
Yeah.
You can get to the bridge.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, that's where we're going to start.
Yeah, so
Yeah?
we'll have to come back into
Back into the building we've just come out of.
this one, come in here,
Yeah.
and the Strut house, and then we can get to the bridge that way.
Right. Sorry, folks, it'd do better if I put my light on, wouldn't it? Right, well, we'll go back through then. The bridge is the oldest part of the premises, isn't it, at the moment? The original mill
Yeah,
actually burnt down.
it did. So yeah, like you say, the bridge is the oldest part of this mill.
Yeah.
So, and there's been a lot of activity captured over there at the mill.
Apparently
At the
so,
bridge.
yeah. At the bridge itself.
Back in the Strut house, over at the bridge. I'm going to pull me REM pod and stuff out this time.
The house, but look in this corridor. Look at this staircase. Look at that little window. The only other place I've seen a window like that is actually at Wilton Park.
It's a great place, isn't
Look at
it?
this, mate. It's beautiful, this, isn't
It
it?
really is fantastic.
These chandeliers in this room.
This is just a house, though.
This is literally just a house.
Yeah, this is not even part of the mill. Look at that.
Oh, look at this.
Mate, look at that. What a beautiful place.
This here looks spooky. I think we're at the
This,
bridge now.
yeah, I believe this is part of the bridge.
Look at this here.
Yeah, I don't know what that's for.
Looks like an old pulley system. The few of them all the way down.
Oh yeah, they're on both sides.
When I was in the basement before, and I was showing you the pictures, a little bit of the history of it down there.
Yeah, look at it, folks.
This is what was on about.
You can actually
so
see
This
where
is where the soldiers would come
the
to
ropes
protect the mill.
would come
They'd
through.
use this, put the rifles through, and keep watch of the mill. But that is interesting.
Wow.
There's another one just over this side.
Look at it.
Aiming.
Yes, mate.
You know we like to explore, as well as do the investigation.
Yeah.
Go up to the bridge to do a bit of an investigation because it's the oldest part.
Yeah.
Does this look like it's been blocked off to you?
That's definitely been blocked off.
Hasn't it?
Definitely.
Somebody's put crates.
Aren't they milk crates or bread crates or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look in there. Somebody's tried bashing the wall on the other side as well.
I think it's come from the other side, mate, because the plasterboard is actually down there underneath these crates. Pigeons.
Yeah.
I can hear bloody pigeons.
A little hole, and then I start hearing this weird-ass noise.
Yeah. Look, if you look down there in the corner, there's the plasterboard that's come off it, look.
Yeah, so somebody's
bashed it in. But I tell you what a place.
It's a great place, isn't it?
Absolutely.
But I'm so intrigued. I'm wondering, could we get through that?
We probably could, but let's bear in mind, this place is big.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of other areas that we can get to.
Yeah, true.
Which is a lot easier than going through that.
I mean, just stood there, imagine being the guard that stood on there though, watching over. Because back then it would have all been totally different, wouldn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, let's not forget, this was built, they started building this in the 1700s.
Yeah.
And that was Jedediah Strutt
Yes.
who started it. Then his son, apparently, William, took over from his dad and he rebuilt, I think it was the North Strut, which was actually burnt down.
Yeah, it burnt down.
Yeah, so he took over then and rebuilt that.
Yeah.
But then unfortunately, it declined and it closed its doors in 1991.
Was it 91 or was it 1986?
No, I think part of the building closed in 86, but it finally shut its doors altogether in 91.
Still a long time ago.
It is a long time ago. And for it to be that long and be in the condition that it's in now is really good, to be fair.
Oh?
Hello?
Lisa? Keith? Somebody just...
I'm not sure. Because we know Lisa and Keith are here.
Yeah.
But we don't know about anybody else.
So Lisa and Keith are from MJL.
They are indeed.
So they're here, but they're staying out the way, they're doing their own thing.
Well, they've gone to the opposite side.
Yeah.
Which is what...
I thought somebody walked
Excuse me. Well, we originally said we'd come up here, they'd go the opposite side.
And if it was Lisa and Keith...
Well, they'd let us know.
Lisa said, oh, it's just us.
Yeah, they'd let us know, wouldn't they? Was that door open?
It's ajar.
Is it? Do you know what, mate? Before we do that, do you want to do a bit of a call out in here?
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah. I do as well.
But you'd have heard this door anyway.
Yeah, it wasn't the door. If there's somebody here on this bridge with us and they're willing to communicate, can they do it now for me, please? Yeah, okay. So as you heard them folks, Moxie's going to put his spirit talker on. And then I've got the ghost tube running. He's got his spirit talker running.
Did I just see someone walk down?
Beware of the dark.
Beware of the dark. What?
That's it.
What did he say? Down there.
David.
David.
Of the dark. David. What have we got to be aware of the dark from? Did I just see you walk past
People
this?
have seen me.
People have seen me.
Just as I was about to say that.
Yeah, didn't you just see?
See something walk.
Now? Where's that?
What was that?
It sounded like now.
Now, Henry. Henry, was that you that I just seen now? What?
I can use my voice.
Jesus. I can use my voice.
Can you come and speak to me?
Enemy. What the...
Car going past.
Yeah.
Henry, were you a soldier, Henry? Were you posted up here on this bridge to protect the mills?
Mate, look what's in the middle of the bridge there. There's a table and chairs there. Let's have a seat.
We're coming to relieve you, Henry. You were one of the soldiers. It's our shift now. Can you come and give us a handover, please? Anything happened tonight?
Nurse.
Nurse.
Nurse? Well, it's possible they would have had a nurse on site.
Agree?
Agree. It's possible they would have had a nurse on site.
Yeah. Was it the nurse that walked past the door, just down the bottom?
I can hear it, but I've got a feeling that was outside.
So have I. As long as it was outside and not through that hole.
To be honest, mate, I can't see anybody outside on this side.
No, nobody there.
There's nobody on this side
Okay, that's
either.
interesting.
Right, that is interesting because there's nobody on either side.
There's literally nobody outside.
No?
If that was you, if that was your voice that we just heard, and it wasn't somebody outside, can you do it again?
I made it.
Shh, shh.
Yeah, there's somebody. I can hear somebody. And it's...
There's nobody out there though, mate.
I meant it said. It's just come up.
I meant it.
Yeah. Mate, we can...
Stopped. And it's late. The restaurant's shut.
It is, yeah. Now it is. Everywhere's shut.
Chairs.
Chairs?
Chairs. I wonder if they want us to sit at these chairs.
Do you want us to sit down at the chairs?
You hear that again then?
I heard that then.
Have we got something going on?
Damned.
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 Miracles.
That's weird.
Cult.
Cult. Right, mine.
Was there something happened? Did something happen on this bridge for all this negativity to be coming through?
That's just a car going underneath the bridge, folks.
Shall I do something?
Shall I?
Yes, please.
Yes, please do something for us.
Chaos.
Chaos. You don't have
Chaos.
to...
Move the chairs, push the table over, do something. That'd be chaotic, wouldn't it?
Folks, that's the two chairs in it.
Move location, please.
Move location, where do you want us to go to?
Came back.
Came back.
Came back.
That's got to be people outside.
Ah, mate. Come up here.
Oh, I see people.
I can
now.
see people up there on the corner. Right. So we
I can
think
use this.
I can use this.
we found.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, we think we found what the majority of it is. And I've just gone into night vision. There is, through that window, I'm not sure you're going to be able to see them, but where that car's coming round the bend now, there is people walking this way. So I've just gone into night vision, mate, just so they don't start.
What the thing is, right? It said, please move location, and we heard them, and now we can see them.
But
Well,
we,
is it a bit far-fetched to say? Something's like, move location away.
yeah, because there's people actually coming.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Right. What
Yeah.
we're going to do then, it's been interesting here. So whoever's here speaking with us, feel free to follow us through this building. You come and carry on speaking to us at another location. Shall we go up to the 3rd floor of the East Mill?
Let's do that.
Because
Because
there's
we-
a lot of apparitions seen up
Yeah,
there.
we know there's been reports of apparitions there, and young kids as well.
Yeah.
Remember?
Right. So we're going to head over there
So,
and get off the bridge.
right folks, so we're back at the East Mill now. It is a lot quieter than it was. So, there's a couple going home.
We've never ever been able to investigate every single spot in here in one night. This would be like,
Whoops.
This would be like multiple visits.
Yeah, you'd never get it done.
Interesting to see if we were to come again in
Yeah.
the near future to see if we get anything that matched up with this visit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, from the future
Yeah,
visit,
yeah.
whether they match the same.
Yeah, and just see differences.
But we'd only know that when we came back.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if we asked, they wouldn't have a problem with it. So we're going back
to the third floor.
correct. Go back to where we was before, when them teenagers, I think they were, that were outside, they started playing music, and obviously with YouTube you can't play music because it's just copyright. So we did move on and went to the bridge, but now we're coming back to the third floor. Right folks, we're back at the third floor, and as you can tell, there's the chair in front of me. You can hear Mox in the background. There's the chair in front of me that I was actually sat on the first time I got here. So I'm going to do exactly the same again. So here we go again. Now I'm going to use the ghost tube again like I did before. If there's somebody in this room with us now and they're willing to communicate again like they were before, can they come and let us know? Apparently on this floor,
I'm not too sure if it's this direction or coming down that.
I'm not 100% certain which direction it was, mate, but
What's up here?
that's...
There's a lot of apparitions spotted up here. Multiple children's spirits heard. So if you are here, can you come forward, come and speak to us? My name's Moxley.
my name's Ming.
We're paranormal investigators, ghost hunters, urban explorers. We come to places like this. Mate, I don't know when I was talking, and if I heard something.
I didn't hear anything, to be honest, mate.
It might just be my echo.
But I did hear something earlier on in this room. I was sat like this, anti-clockwise. I was just going to do that.
Anti-clockwise?
Yeah. I was sat in this room and I thought I heard something coming from the far corner over there. What do you mean by anti-clockwise? Did you just guess at the direction I was going to go? I don't even know why I went anti-clockwise.
Are you here?
Is there somebody here?
If there is, can you show yourself? What was that?
No idea. On then, let's see what happens on the Spirit Talker, folks. That's outside.
There's been a lot of apparitions spotted.
My name is Francis.
My name is Francis. Well, hello Francis. Nice to meet you. Is it you that's been spotted up here? People took pictures of you. Captured your picture.
I don't know what that was then. I can hear them outside, but I'm not...
Did you not hear that door then?
I heard that.
Yeah, there was like a tap there.
Yeah.
Like a door.
I didn't hear the door, but I heard that tap. If you're here, can you show us? Can you tell us?
Snow.
Snow.
Can you tell us what year you think it is? Tell us your date of birth, if that's possible.
See, there's Moxley over there. So Moxley's going into night vision now. If there's somebody here, can you come and communicate with us? You was willing to do it before. Can you do it again for me now?
Shop.
Shop, was that?
Celebrated.
Oh yeah.
Shop.
Shop.
Shop. It's spelled S-H-O-P-P-E.
Direction.
That's shops. Yeah.
Look for me.
Look for me. We're here looking.
Direction.
Which direction would you like us to look? I'm just going to put that in my pocket, folks. So
You make a noise. Whereabouts you are?
Yeah, I did. I'm just trying to put me...
Would you like us to come over this way?
There we go. I missed that. What will happen?
Angry.
Nothing will happen if you come and speak to us. We don't mean you any harm. We just want to talk to you, to communicate with you. There's Mox, as you can see, walking away from me. Remember, folks, we are in night vision now, so I can't see anything that's going on around me, apart from what's on this screen. Would you like to come back and speak to me again? I don't mean you any harm.
By no means.
By no means. Are you not willing to come back and communicate and speak to me?
Lady.
Yeah.
You tell us how old you are. Why are you here? Why are you on this mill?
Can you see?
Can I see? I can see. I'd be able to see you better if you wanted to become an apparition. Can you manifest and show me where you are? I've heard reports of manifestations happening in this building and on this floor. Can you do it again for us?
Correct.
Correct. Am I correct in thinking that there has been manifests on this floor? If there has in the past, can they do it again? Obviously you can hear Mox in the background, so... But... Are you here with us now? My name's Ming, and I mean you no harm. No harm will come to you if you come towards me.
You'd like to, come and show yourself on the camera.
You can do that for me now if you will.
Whoa!
It's inside.
It's inside. Did you hear that?
Did you hear that?
Yeah. I heard it.
What the hell was that?
Folks, did you hear that then? That was... Oh, walk round that chair.
You want me to come over there? Just want to play over the top.
Hang on. Let me turn the ghost tube off.
You keep banging, you keep making that noise over this side.
Well, somebody is. Right, we've got people outside, we know that.
Door slam.
Doors slam, with them being outside now and being noisy, mate. I think I'm going to move on and go to the basement.
Up here.
Yeah, in here.
All the children that work for, was it the cotton mill?
Yeah, the cotton mill. This was supposed to be what they call the creche.
Creche, that's it.
Yeah.
It's supposedly extremely active as well. We're going to do a bit of carnival session here. But we've been walking around this place for... Oh mate, we've been here.
Oh, hours.
7, maybe 8 hours now.
Yeah.
We've not even barely scratched the surface of this place.
We haven't really scratched the surface. There's that many rooms and
Yeah.
all.
It's so much like what people have witnessed. It's
Yeah.
insane.
Crazy
I'm
place.
just going to turn the spirit talker up. Let's see if anything comes through.
Alice.
I was just about to say, that device in my hand, you might not be familiar with it, with their era.
No, there wouldn't be. No.
If you come forward, just like whoever that was, come forward, come and speak to us.
What did he say?
Godfrey.
Godfrey.
Alice Godfrey. How weird is that?
Did you hear my voice?
You hear my voice?
Yeah, we didn't hear it in this room.
But they could be getting us.
Filming.
Building.
Building.
Was it building?
Patricia.
Filming.
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 Right.
Patricia.
Right.
Anomaly.
Anomaly. Have we got an anomaly in this room? Can you show us what that anomaly is?
Can you see us? It's weird how there's so many names coming through.
Yeah.
Look where we stood.
In the crash?
Yeah.
Or what is believed to be the crash?
We one of the children that stayed here. Could
Who's
have had.
speaking?
Who's speaking? My name is Ming,
My name's Moxley.
and we mean you no harm.
We're paranormal investigators, ghost hunters, urban explorers. We come out to places just like this that have been said to be haunted. If that makes any sense to you. Do you realise that you've passed away?
I'm just coming into the back part of it. Look at these cupboards. I didn't hear anything, mate.
No.
I heard that.
I came from a dark place.
I came from that. Right, I'm going to try this room. Look at that.
You came from a dark place, did you?
Look at that down there. Big cupboard. Oh my God. And this is what they call the crash. Well, there's another opening there. I can just imagine all the young kiddies that used to work in this place, hanging out in these rooms back in the 1700s, 1800s, when it was actually being used. It's terrible, isn't it? There's no flooring, sorry, the flooring's there, but there's no carpet, nothing. It's just bare tile and brick. It's crazy. Mate, there's nothing down. You be careful on there, yeah?
Yeah.
There's nothing down there. There's nothing in that room.
Mate, look at this. This is creepy.
I'm going to come down now. It doesn't look that good, to be honest. Oh, hey, I'll tell you what, it's wobbly. Just a little bit. Can you? I don't know, but I'll tell you what, mate, there's a distinctive smell down here. Are they? Right. Let's have a look. Look at that. I've just turned my light up. Look at that fire hose there, look. Right, let's have a look. Oh yeah. So we've got lights in this side.
But it's just completely abandoned.
But why
I
would...
can't.
Well, you can't. What can do? Mate, this is...
Mate, why would they leave?
Oh, this is odd.
This is really odd. Why would
We
they
come
leave
down an abandoned staircase into a room here
with all the lights on?
with all the lights on. There's a plug here plugged in. That's what got my attention because obviously I'm not going to unplug it. I'm not gonna
No, is that
plug
an
it.
extension for... So, well, that's going into the room where we've just come from.
Yeah, and it goes down further. I feel like I just walked into a care home.
It's like a time warp.
Hey, look at this. Is anybody else down here?
Wait, I'm going to have a look in one or two of these rooms. It actually says Suite 50 on the door. My God. Look at it.
Children here.
Children here.
Children here.
Yeah, I just heard that, mate. Well, this is where they were supposed to have been kept. Sweet 5N. Look. My God. Look at it. This is crazy. Is there somebody down here with us? Wow, look at that. Got a settee over there. We've got lights there. This is crazy. Look, it's even got flooring in it. I wonder if we've stumbled on part of the premises that we shouldn't actually be in. Marks?
I feel like we shouldn't be here, mate.
I've just said
You
that.
are courageous.
I think we've stumbled upon to a part that we shouldn't actually be in. Look.
Oh yeah?
If you come in here, there's a settee over there. I don't think we
I
should
don't
be
know what
in.
this is about.
I can't figure this out, me.
This part was never mentioned.
No. I can't figure this out.
This isn't getting used though.
No.
There's not a chance.
No, it can't be, surely. The roof's leaking here.
Yeah, a lot of it.
There can't be.
This has been sealed.
Unless it's just left this way. I mean, they've been sealed up anyway.
Right. Right. Let's take a moment to think about this.
Right.
We've literally just walked over the 4th floor
Yeah.
of the East Mill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Found a staircase,
Yes.
a very rusty old
Listen
staircase.
to my
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
Listen to my
Which is a
voice.
bit wobbly.
Let me just turn that off for 1 minute. We've come down, back down towards the 3rd floor.
But let's not forget,
We've come
Lisa,
across-
Lisa did say before though that she's never been down them stairs.
No, she said that, didn't she?
Jesus, I forgot about that.
So she said to us when we were in the office when we first
Yeah.
got here, she said, up on the 3rd, 4th floor, you might come across some rusty old steps.
That she's never been
You
down.
can go down them if you want,
Yeah.
but none of the team have ever been down them.
Correct.
I forgot all about it because it was hours ago.
Yeah, and now we've come down the side that they've never been.
Yeah.
And this is what's here.
Because
Crap, I
yes,
forgot about that.
because she said to me, she went, if you do go down them,
Let them know.
let us know what's
Yeah.
down here.
Well,
You
no,
know what?
we forgot.
Let's carry on. Let's go back down,
Yeah.
further down these
Look,
steps. Let's
yeah.
see what else is there.
Let's have a look, because, well, we know we can get here. Yeah, we've made it back to the staircase where we originally come down, and that's where we're going to carry on.
Rusty old stairs.
We're going to see where it actually leads. Look, right folks, as you can tell, we're actually coming down these stairs now. That's where we started. Now, again, Lisa's never been down here. Lisa is one of the people from MJL Paranormal. We're going to go into the roof, into the floors.
Remember at the beginning, doing my walk around, come down here.
Have you been here? Have you been down this side, mate?
Yeah.
So why does nobody use them stairs?
Maybe too scared.
Maybe. Does it actually lead straight into the basement?
Can we
Don't.
go down no further?
No,
Because
we can't anyway, because that's the way out.
That's locked.
So back
Right.
up, across.
That was an interesting.
That was very
explore.
interesting, because now we can actually tell them what we've come across.
Yeah. Right, let's go back up.
We've now actually made our way to the basement entrance. Wow, look at that. What a bell. Jubilee bell. What does it say? When Queen Victoria had the Diamond Jubilee in 1897, the Strutts put up the bell to celebrate her long reign. It was hung in the tower of the West Mill, which no longer exists. That's the one that I believe actually burnt down 1837 to 1897. Right, so I'm just making, whoa! It was you, wasn't it? So I'm just making my way down now, look. That is chilly.
Isn't it?
Oh, mate, that is real chilly. Fire destroyed Lombard Mill at Bakewell in 1868. This was a wooden frame cotton factory built by Richard Arkwright in 1777. Look at it. So we're now in the basement, which I believe is prone to flooding because part of the basement is actually lower than the water that runs at the side of it, which you can actually see here. There is a way that runs at the side of us, and it looks like it's got a little sluice on it. Sluice is on the head race to the former South Mill. But that's what we can see through the window from upstairs. Now, you can't see it down here. Let me show you. Let me see. I can hear water. Is it? Jesus. What the hell? Oh my God. Folks. Look. There's your water. This is where part of the electricity came from. Look. Hello. There's Moggs over there, look.
How mad is this, though?
It's mad, isn't it?
Like she said, we're below water level.
We are below water level, as you can see.
Look at this here.
Yeah.
This is below what water level?
I think oh my God, I'm going to have to reverse. I think that what we've just been pointing the torches at, is where it runs through to make the power from the higher level.
Look left. There's steps under there. Like it goes underground.
Oh God, yeah. That tunnel. That's where I can hear the water coming from in there, folks, look. Well, apparently this hasn't long since been flooded.
Yeah, that's what she was saying.
Yeah, what a place. Now, do you know what, mate? I'm not even gonna do an investigation in this part because I've got a feeling I'm gonna end up coming back here.
Yeah.
The surviving plinth from the North Mills gearbox, which is that.
Yeah.
So that's where the gearbox was actually sat, look. It's there.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, the great water wheel has a cogwheel upon the end of its shaft that carries a wheel and thus turns a pinion on a third shaft. This at the end has a beveled wheel which gives motion to a vertical shaft, proceeding up to the top of the mill and turning the machinery in the several floors. So it all stemmed from down here, look. With that, I think that's this night going to come to an end now, because we have been here a good few hours and there's a lot, and I mean a lot, to take in on this place. So with that, I think that's my night finished and over, and I'm going to make my way back to where we started. I'm going to thank MJL Paranormal for allowing me to come out on this occasion and come around the mills that they've acquired. If you're interested in coming here, have a look at the link down in the description down below. Fantastic people, gone really out of their way to accommodate us tonight. But with that, folks, I'm going to make my way out and back up to where we first came in. But what a fantastic place. Now, let me know if you've enjoyed it. Also, if you are new here and you've enjoyed this video, leave a like, possibly subscribe, and let me know if you would like me to return here in the future, because I'm sure at some stage that could be accommodated. But with that, folks, I'll see you